I'd like to talk a little bit about truly integrating telehealth into your medical home. And that means that we have to think about this as an essential tool. It means that we got to be committed to continuous improvement, that we haven't just decided this is the tool we're using to get us through the emergency until somebody bails us out and this is all over and then we can put it away. It means that we're really looking at it as a new essential tool that will morph over time, and we need to work together to form solutions as practice teams. When you're going between platforms, everyone hates to log on to multiple platforms, right? So the first place of technical integration, which I think helps, is just shared population demographics. People don't want to have to register in multiple places. So if your EHR can integrate with your telehealth platform, as OP is working with Anytime to do, shared population demographics are a great start. And then the next step is shared scheduling. Your staff doesn't want to have to put an appointment in one place and another place. If there's a scheduled appointment, and so that you can sort of track who was seen over a given day, having shared scheduling across platforms between your EHR and your telehealth platform is helpful. And then using shared appointment reminder functionality and a single click to navigate from one place to the other, so you don't have to go make sure you have another web browser up and on a different computer screen so that you can go back and forth. This will get more robust as the need and the problems we're trying to solve get clearer, but these are a great start to making this less, to reducing some of the barriers that some of our staffs are showing or are complaining about when we have to navigate between the EHR and the telehealth platform.
We had the walk-in hours as well. As soon as COVID hit, to protect PPE and protect our staff, we shut that down. Using Anytime Pediatrics, we've been able to do virtual walk-in. We use that more so for COVID testing than anything else. That's been the biggest use early on. Initially, we did it for just the availability to our patients. None of us were doing telemedicine. Some of us had talked about it for a long time. We got a lot of pushback from the rest of the physicians that we just didn't want to do it. We've never done it that way. Why do we need to do that? And COVID was the first time the why of change smacked everybody in the face. So those who were hesitant to do anything realized they really had no choice. So we initially did it for availability to our patients in general. Its usefulness in mental health became apparent very quickly. We're definitely to the point that we're going to do probably half of our mental health visits virtual, alternating back and forth. One, the AD visits in the office so we can do weight, blood pressure. The next, they can do virtual. I'm trying to work out a deal with the schools around us that they don't even have to leave the school. So then instead of missing 2 hours to come and see us for their 20-minute appointment, they can go to a room in school, mom can meet them there, or in theory, we can pull them in from their work and do both of them virtually. And the kid's out of class for 15 minutes and back in class, which is better for the kid and better for the mom. It's the ultimate, like we've always talked, the right care, the right place at the right time. We'll make sure they get the right care and don't end up in the ER where they don't need to. And that works out better for everybody.
We do virtual scheduled visits as well as we do virtual walk-in. So to try to accommodate our previous walk-in, but throughout the day, we have serpentine throughout the schedule, some doctor who is going to absorb that walk-in appointment. And you never know when it's going to be, but you just kind of watch the data, me being the data geek, and you see, well, you know, the demand for it's slowed down a little bit. It looks like about one patient an hour. Maybe we'll get to that particular hour. Then what do we do? Well, when these patients want their walk-in visit, you room them by saying, hey, you know, looks like you want to be seen for ear pain. We don't have any doctors available right now, but somebody's available at 9 o'clock. Would that be okay? Sure. All right, then we just put them in the schedule. Would you like to stay on for 20 minutes, or would you like to just log back in and get back onto the appointment? So we got creative with that.
This is not an emergency tool. this is our new tool. Let's get good at using it. And as the tool develops and the abilities to connect to our families develop, what is that going to look like? And let's imagine our future, because if we don't, the families are going to start taking their insurance advertisements to connect to those direct to consumer models. And if anybody thinks connecting to a direct to consumer telehealth outside the medical home is better than a telemedicine visit, and you want to drive your families to do that, I think you're sorely mistaken. Let's do what we can to make sure that we're all comfortable with the tool and innovate as the tool evolves.